on, this is Legend Nova, all about the kick. Subscribe to the channel. Salute to the NBA draft. I mean, with some good draft picks in there. We'll see how the draft class goes. Salute to the Spurs for having the number one pick in the draft and picking who they pick. He's gonna be a good player. It just, the point is, just make sure he don't get hurt. And I just think you need to get in the gym room and work a little bit more harder on that. The Spurs, every time they get number one pick in the draft, they always win the championship. With David Robinson, was their draft pick, back in 89, 88, one of them years. And he won 2 rings. Tim Duncan, he got drafted in 97, won 5 rings, 2 MVPs, 15-time All-Star, top 75 player of the decade. Spurs is back. It's going to take them a couple years to put it together. But Pop is, he's in his 70s, but he's the winningest coach in NBA history, and they definitely gonna be in the playoff this year. I think they're gonna be in the playoff this year. He might start off slow, but he better win Rookie of the Year. You can't be number one pick in the draft, don't win Rookie of the Year. It's gonna be a good series. The NBA gonna be good next year, man. Boston came up. They got some good players now. They got Porzingis. They just got a good team now, and they should be the favorite of this year to win. And they should have won. They should have went to the finals again this year, but I don't know, because it just would have been a better series. And I salute to Miami for going to the finals, but they just could not beat the Nuggets. Boston would have been a good fit for that. They definitely went with the Game 7. But yeah, the NBA draft is over with. Salute to all the teams. The Rockets came up. I don't know. They're gonna still try to get James Harden. That's gonna be a pretty fun team to watch too. But yeah, man, salute to the NBA draft. I was waiting for this for a while. I didn't get a chance to watch it all. I watched the first top 10 players that got drafted, and then I turned it off. Salute to them. But let's get to the next topic. Boosie's still in jail. I think he might be getting on an ankle bracelet. And this is crazy, yo, because like, people post guns all the time, and you know what I mean. And I know he been in jail, did 5-year bid. You know what I mean. They fuck with Boosie, man. They really are. And it's crazy, but like, he should be home today or tomorrow. Definitely today. You know what I mean. I think he'll be home today. But it's crazy, man. So they're gonna put him on an ankle bracelet. What else they gonna put him on? I mean, he ain't gonna flee nowhere. The only thing that's gonna mess him up is him touring. Boosie do a lot of touring. You know what I mean? He do a lot of shows. So that's gonna mess up his money. It's gonna mess up his money. It really is, man. But when you do stuff out here in this United States in America, you gotta take these sacrifices, man. And there's people trying to bring you down. They will bring you down. So Boosie, we hope he could get out this, man. But he seemed like the last couple of years, Boosie been getting in a lot of trouble with the police, man. And you can't fuck with the police. You're not gonna never win against the police, man. I don't care how much money you got. Too many people tried it, billionaires and all kinds of stuff, and they in jail. So Boosie, you gotta chill, man. Because like I said, you're one of my favorite artists, man. And you've been doing good since you got out of jail. You've been out of jail for almost 10 years, and you've been doing your thing. Don't let these people ruin your situation. You know what I mean? You got mad land, mad houses. When you go to jail, all that stuff gonna get taken away, man. So you gotta be careful. Next topic, let's go. Young Thug, new album drops tonight. You know what I'm saying? Drops tonight. You know it's gonna be fire. The album cover look like he's in the courtroom, so I don't know. That's the same album cover is gonna be, but that's what they're showing that it's gonna be. Can't wait to listen to it. I know it's gonna be fire. Haven't heard Young Thug album since what the last album he came out with, 2021, I think, or 2022. Fire album. Young Thug been putting out a lot of good quality albums in the last 6-7 years. Around 6-7 years. So this should be nothing but another banger. So can't wait to listen to that album, man. Salute. Free Young Thug. Let's go. Jim Jones and Pusha T still going at it. I want you to watch this little clip of Jim Jones saying it still wasn't the top 50 verse. Jim Jones is going to say what Jim Jones is going to say. Pusha going to do what he do. Pusha is one of the dopest rappers in the game. He don't get his respect that he deserved. He don't sell a lot of albums like that neither. And his albums is fire. Jim Jones in the last 5 years been putting out classic albums. Maybe the last 4 years. His last 3 or 4 projects been dope. You know what I'm saying? Every single one of them. The Mano album they did together, his 3 albums he put out by himself. He's been putting out a lot of good quality music. Most of the best songs on Dipset so far. Cam, put an album out a couple years ago. Purple Haze 2. It was good, but it wasn't better than part 1. But Jim Jones been putting out a lot of good music, man. He's the only one in Dipset been putting out classic music. So you got to give Jim Jones his classes, give him his respect. Pusha T, like I said, they both legends in the game. They did a lot too in the hip hop music industry. Jim Jones had his opinion. Pusha is going to say something. Pusha is not going to just sit there and let people talk about him. But like I said, it is what it is. I love seeing them going back and forth. 2 old ass rappers. It's funny as hell. They were 10 years to keep the heat going, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole summer, so the summer just started and right now it seems like it's boring as hell. So we need some entertainment. Let's go. Subscribe to the channel, put a like on the button. Share this to your friends and family. We out of here. Salute. 1.
That was not a top 50 verse. Not at all.
He was traveling. He just came back last night.
Still not in my top 50.
But I think he don't have
That was not a top 50 verse. Not at all.
He was traveling. He just came back last night.
Still not in my top 50.
But hay que ir a hablar con él.
That was not a top 50 verse. Not at all.
He was traveling. He just came back last night.
Still not in my top 50.
But hay que ir a hablar con él.
That was not a top 50 verse. Not at all.
He was traveling. He just came back last night.
Still not in my top 50.
But hay que ir a hablar con él.
That was not a top 50 verse. Not at all.